For decades, launching an independent investment boutique meant competing against institutions with massive headcounts. Solo founders are often buried by an operational drag that scales with their ambition, making it nearly impossible to keep pace with institutional research requirements. Traditional asset management and private equity firms rely on human teams to execute the repetitive, manual labor that keeps the firm running. These human teams spend thousands of hours every year on early-stage deal sourcing, normalizing data for due diligence, verifying compliance eligibility, and manually formatting quarterly reports. As technology shifts, the viability of the solo boutique now rests on a model of human plus agentic AI execution. It is important to clarify that agentic AI is not a decision maker. It does not replace the founder's core investment judgment or the final decision to allocate capital. Instead, these tools automate the information gathering and preparation steps that currently consume the majority of a senior analyst's time. By offloading this operational drag to automated software, a single founder can maintain the same research coverage and execution volume as a multi-person legacy firm. This split-screen node map highlights the structural shift. On the left, the legacy firm requires a decision maker to manage peripheral human nodes for research, compliance, and operations. On the right, the AI-first model places a solo founder at the center of interconnected software loops. In the legacy model, every handoff between departments introduces payroll costs and communication delays. Data slows down as it moves from the research desk to the compliance office. The solo node architecture removes this friction. By stringing together low-cost SaaS connectors, data flows instantly from signal capture to analysis without human intervention. This automated infrastructure relies on pay-as-you-go API tiers and open-source tools, allowing the founder to replace expensive salaries with a lean, scalable software budget. To understand how this system replaces a full back-office team, we have to deconstruct the 5-tier technical blueprint that makes it possible. Replacing human operational drag with automated software loops changes the unit economics of a registered investment advisor, making solo profitability feasible at a much smaller scale. The primary challenge in deal sourcing is extreme data fragmentation. Critical financial signals are scattered across news feeds, regulatory filings, and unstructured documents. Our solution is a 5-tier architectural stack, beginning with the ingestion layer. This is Layer 1, data connectors. We use dedicated nodes to ingest raw information from multiple sources. SERP API scans the web continuously for news and filing signals, while AlphaVantage provides real-time market price feeds. At the same time, unstructured.io parses dense PDFs, such as 10K filings and private equity data rooms, converting complex layouts into raw, machine-readable text. That parsed text is moved into Layer 2, vector storage. We use FACE, or Facebook AI Similarity Search, to convert raw text into mathematical embeddings. This process turns words into a numerical map of their meanings. Storing data this way allows the system to retrieve specific insights based on context. If the founder asks about supply chain risk, the system pulls the most relevant paragraphs, even if those exact words aren't used. Layers 1 and 2 effectively turn a chaotic flood of fragmented documents into a standardized pipeline ready for analysis. Once the data is queryable, the system must move beyond simple retrieval and start generating quantitative outputs. This is the role of Layer 3, the orchestration engine. GPT-4o acts as the LLM core, providing the reasoning capability to read through ingested documents and draft summaries. However, an LLM alone cannot execute a business process. We use LangChain as the orchestrator to give the model a plan of action and the ability to trigger external tools. Because LLMs are prone to errors in calculation, LangChain routes all mathematical tasks to a side module running Python. LangChain triggers Python scripts to run complex discounted cash flow models or Monte Carlo simulations using standard quantitative libraries like Pandas. The results of these calculations are then pushed back to the LLM to be integrated into reporting templates. Layer 3 functions as a virtual analyst, replacing manual spreadsheet labor by directing the LLM to trigger precise mathematical operations in Python. While valuation models drive the investment thesis, regulatory compliance and reporting represent the primary operational burden for solo practitioners. Layer 4, the compliance guardrail, acts as a mandatory gatekeeper for every piece of data. We use an open-source policy engine called OPA, or Open Policy Agent. OPA checks every proposed trade or report against hard-coded matrices for SFDR and AIFMD eligibility. By verifying data against these rules before any output is generated, the system can instantly flag potential policy breaches without human review. Once cleared, the data flows to Layer 5 for delivery. Dokugami assembles the data into finalized narrative reports and monthly performance statements for investors. These outputs are aggregated on a Streamlit dashboard, which centralizes the watch lists and valuation inputs so the founder can verify every figure before it reaches a client. Finally, every decision and compliance check is routed into an immutable AWS CloudTrail log. By hard-coding these guardrails into the stack, the Solo Boutique achieves institutional-grade governance with no additional compliance headcount. The technical efficiency of the stack translates directly to the firm's bottom line. For a Solo Boutique, the total Year 1 operating cost, covering everything from API credits to legal registration, is approximately $32,000. To maintain this infrastructure, the monthly cost for the LLM and data orchestration tools typically averages under $200. This low overhead makes the business model highly viable. By managing just $900,000 in assets, the firm generates $4,500 in management fees. However, the revenue model also includes performance fees and a research subscription of $299 per month. For a base of 30 clients, this adds over $100,000 in annual revenue. This diversified revenue stream allows the boutique to achieve profitability within 12 to 18 months, even while offering a competitive management fee of 0.5%. This fee structure is designed to attract high-net-worth individuals and family offices who want bespoke institutional-grade research without the overhead of a massive fund. Structural automation allows the solo founder to convert extreme operational leanness into a direct pricing advantage for their clients. Legacy funds will always have a size advantage and an established brand. They command vast amounts of historical data and massive human resources. But while large institutions move with the slow momentum of a freight train, the AI-first boutique operates with the speed of a high-speed railcar. In this model, the AI does not make the trade. Instead, it removes the noise by automating the data-heavy layers of ingestion, valuation, and compliance. This blueprint liberates the solo practitioner to focus entirely on what truly drives alpha: core investment judgment and deep client relationships.